How's it going? I'm about to start the show. Might as well, because I don't really care. I'm just bored. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some stuff. There's been some interesting stuff that's been happening. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and read some interesting news, because it's been one hell of a week. Let's see. 7 Deadly Sins, Knights of Britannia gameplay. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Namco released its 7 Deadly Sins of Britannia, currently available on the PlayStation 4. Now, there's been some things going on that you might as well know right now. I'm about to announce that Paul Logan disabled. Right now, YouTube is disabling ads on Paul Logan's videos after PETA called out YouTube. Now, what happened was Paul Logan made a video that basically he thought would be funny to taser dead rats. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, he decided to make a video about tasing dead rats, which kind of upset a lot of people in PETA, and they decided to go after him and demanded that they should disable his ads. Now, this is the sad part about it, ladies and gentlemen, is that for months, YouTube, some people were advocating that he should be demonetized. After PETA called him out, oh boy, that's what happened. And it's so ridiculous that people are going after Paul Logan over this. And that's something that I really, really, really hate so much about. So there's been a lot of developments. Right now, Monster Hunter World Digital sales and shipment reached over 6 million. Congratulations. And also Starman. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk about this. Yes, I will talk about it as soon as possible. Also, Bandai Namco will create the new IP rumored to be helping with Metroid Prime 4. That's interesting. Now, let's see here. Oh, snap. Let's see. Jessica Jones Season 2 teaser, Kilgrave, and interracial lesbians. That's nice. Let's see here. Let's see. Activision confirms Call of Duty 2018 will be developed by Treyarch. That's another one. Twitch will ban users based on hateful off-site behavior. That's interesting. Oh, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle launches June 5th. Blank and Yang DLC will be free. Yay. It's another announcement. Let's see what else is in the news right now that's going to be popping up right now. Let's see. Bleeding Cool. Trump America spoils Black Panther 100% Rotten Tomatoes. Jesus Christ. They can't let this go, can't they? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys my opinion on what Bleeding Cool has to say about Trump's America spoils Black Panther 100% tomato score. Now, though 80 critics have given Black Panther a positive review, as tailored to the review alligator website, Culture War background, Rotten Tomatoes once spoilsport critic has ruined everything for everyone, giving the movie a mediocre review, changing Black Panther's Rotten Tomato critic score from 100% to an almost 99% fresh. Now, this is Ed Power from Irish Independent said this in his review, that Black Panther spirals into a stoggy tale of interceding feuding in a in which T'Challa is required to come to terms with the sins of the past generations. What he does gets to do much of his jump around beating up bad guys. That's a shame. That's pretty much the whole review, and he gave it a really negative review out of those who thought the movie was interesting. Thanks to Donald Trump, Ed Power didn't enjoy Black Panther as much as he could have. Thanks to that, Black Panther is now only has 99% score on Rotten Tomatoes instead of 100. That's awful things Trump has done during... What the heck does Trump have to do with an Irish guy who came from Ireland who reviewed it? He's from Ireland. He's not... God damn it, these people. These people are fucking morons. They eloquate an Irishman to an American, and they kind of eloquate him to Trump. Like, this is not what... No. No. Whoever wrote this, Jude Terror, you're a fucking idiot. No, he just gave it a fucking bad review because he didn't like the movie. He's an Irishman, and you're eloquating to him. Do you know where Ireland is? Do you know the country that exists across the UK? It's like right near. It's like, what the hell are these people thinking? Okay. Jude Terror really needs to learn geography. Seriously. Now, let's see. I don't know what to say about this. I'm just messing around. I'm going to try to invite some people in as soon as possible. Hold on. Because I have a really bad delay here. If you're asking me to invite you in, I'll let you in. But I'm not going to guarantee that the show will be anything more entertaining. Because right now, you know, I heard that Paul Logan got suspended. So, yeah, after 2 months, actually 3 months of explaining to YouTube that the issue is that Paul Logan did something stupid, and you had to punish all the fucking goddamn all the low tier YouTubers who made videos about this, explaining to you guys at YouTube that you guys have no clue what Paul Logan did. You didn't even watch his videos. You just assume, oh, he's just being funny. And of course, you know what happened? People got upset with it because he went to Japan, disrespected a bunch of people, and did some shit. I understand that he was trying to be like Jackass and Tom Green at the same time, but he's none of those things. He's Logan Paul. He's a YouTuber. They did this. The only difference is he did this on TV. They did this on actually Jackass, which is like a MTV show, and Tom Green show, where they all went to Japan one time and tried to, you know, pull pranks and such, and people thought they were funny, but of course, well, you can't blame them. And this is something that's so ridiculous. is that Logan Paul fucked up, man. And people were trying to tell them to demonetize the video, but they didn't. They didn't care to. They basically stood on their asses in YouTube office and did absolutely nothing about it. And then they finally do it when PETA showed up and complained to them about it. Jesus Christ. And people had pointed this out to YouTube, but they didn't care. They didn't watch any of the videos. They don't even bother to. Half of these people that work for YouTube don't even care. And that was the biggest problem with that's the thing. Now, a lot of it has to do with some issues that people are talking about right now. I'm going to go ahead and try to listen to people. I got to get some people to come in. I'm going to try to get some guests in. So I'm going to try to get some people to come in. I just got to ask them. Well, hold on, guys. I'm going to try to get some people to come in as soon as possible. I'm just trying to invite people, but I don't think they want to come in. I hope they will, but I don't know. Let's see if they're interested in coming in. Now, I don't know what to say to you guys. This is something that I'm going to just try to do. So tonight I'm going to go ahead and read some news excerpts. Fans create a list of comic book professionals to boycott. Now, let's see. Now, here's the issue that's been going on since then. There's been a group of people in the comic book industry who've been spreading false accusations and false rumors. And the problem is right now people are assuming that it's the both sides of the issue. Now, there's been a lot of issues with a lot of the businesses around comics culture. Now, a lot of people are fed up with crap stories that people make in the industry, crap stories in comic books, and that's the problem. And the quality of the comic books themselves too. Lately, there's been a big problem in the comic industry. I'm not gonna, I'm not advocating to remove, gays and lesbians in comics. None of that stuff. The issue that people are having with comic is the stories themselves. These stories absolutely make no sense, and it's a waste of time buying these comic books. That's how they feel about this whole issue, because some of the stories that they make, especially like if you read some of these comic books, they just don't make any sense. Half of them don't even half of them, you know, just boggles the mind, especially the art and everything. Like, the issue that I had with is that the editors didn't bother to check these people's works at all. Looking at the work that they did, especially, for example, Mockingbird comic book, I read that comic book and realized there were a lot of mistakes that were made. The stories didn't make any sense, and the art was just like, there was misproportioned, like, anatomy in some of the art. Like, I think the editor was in a rush to put it out there as it is. Didn't give a shit. Just put it out there because, well, it wasn't good enough. And the fact that people couldn't buy this stuff. And I know some people were upset about this, but I'm not advocating to kick people. But these people, if you look at their art and you look at the anatomy, they barely tell a story. They put these people in these jobs, and all they do is shit on the fans. They shit on the people. They shit on people's identities. They shit on everybody. That they want them out of comic book industry. And that was the issue that they have with these people in the comic book industry, because they talk so negatively and they express so much anger and hatred and vile stuff that a lot of people felt that they weren't really sure. They were nice people in person, but when you see them on Twitter, that was the issue that people had with them. And the sad part is that people look at this and wonder, what the hell are they saying? Like, and I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to put a blacklist towards these people. But these people have a hard time selling their comic books. Excuse me. Excuse me. They have a hard time selling comic books so badly that they're failing to reach out to an audience that doesn't really, like, half of their audience that they hope to pander to isn't going to buy those comic books. And the problem is, you know, they're trying to advocate and also the fact that these people are wasting so much money and so much time wasted on trying to put their names out there to work in the comic book industry and show work that just is crap. That is the issue that the comic book reads. I know that some people are eloquating racism and sexism and all this other stuff, but it isn't. No one here gives a shit about it. They have every right to, you know, say those things, but at the same time, it isn't. We understand that some people out there because it's just looking at this is kind of weird though. Right now, I'm just taking right now Marvel and DC and others are very upset with this, especially right now. They're getting tired of those that are spreading false rumors about certain people in the industry, and some of the fans even know about this. Some fans are very upset about the false accusations, false bullshit, especially the writers, the press, making those false accusations and being very biased towards those people who had nothing to do with any of this stuff. And the problem is that some people may not realize this. There's a group of mean girls, as they call them, mean girls in the industry who I'm not going to name names, but they have been in the industry trying to, you know, go on Twitter, bully people on Twitter, and try to convince them, oh, you're being sexist, you're being racist, on a false narrative of a person that has nothing to do with any of this, who just wants to work in the industry, who appreciates the fans, but everyone kept attacking this person. That is the issue that people are having with the comic book industry. That this group of people who are narcissistic, sociopaths, who don't care about any of this stuff, who doesn't care about their fellow human beings. All they want to do is ruin people's lives, bully people, and call and put down people for not buying their comics, and whine about it and complain about it. That is the issue that some fans are having with these so-called people who work in the industry. That is the issue. That is why the fans want them out. They don't want them to deal with. They do not want to deal with these people anymore. They're fed up with them because they are very toxic to the comic book industry. They are practically making people lose. Heck, a lot of businesses, comic book stores, are closing down because Marvel couldn't sell their fucking books. People don't even like their fucking books anymore because they're practically garbage. They're probably thrown in the freaking cheap bin right now because they can't sell. That is the problem these days. And right now, you know, people don't understand the issue. And already I heard from a friend of mine, he explained that Marvel is about to go under investigation because of what their company has done, especially the writers and the Pravada press, and a lot of people are very upset with them. This is not very difficult, and this is what they're saying. This is what they're trying to say. This is a list of educational purposes only. You are advised not to engage in any harassment, doxing, Twitter trolling with these people. This is what Comicsgate said. The list is meant only to concern with the state of comics to see what the main contributions are to the declining quality of comic books. The players in Comicsgate are not responsible for your actions if you do not take the advice of the above statement. If you want to hurt these individuals, do it with your wallets. Do not buy their products. Do not give the false reporter sites any clicks. Use archives of any reporter's links. You know, and they called it the Blacklist Beastry, which refers to them. And I understand a lot of people, and I'm not going to name their list because they don't deserve to be called out for their bullshit. But then again, you know, that's the issue that people have with the comic book industry. They're not trying to attack them for their, they just think they're crazy. Yeah, because I have to agree with this guy named Yellow Fat, this guy right now. And he's saying right here, sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. They use gossip, we'll use wallets. This is not calling for harassment, this is calling for a wallet enforcement. And I have to agree, because they're using gossip to attack, and false rumors to attack people. And they're not advocating to attack, you know, anybody in the comic book community. They are attacking the wallets. That is the protest of what they're doing. Now I have to agree. This is sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. They use gossip. We use wallet. Yeah, we use wallets. So I have to agree with his point here. If they want to use their false narratives, their lies, their bullshit, that's what people are upset about. This is what they're trying to do. They're not advocating to harass people. They're not advocating to do this stuff. They realize that most of the comic book stories are crap. And that is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people don't like America Chavez. I don't like America Chavez because she's a fucking stereotype of a Latino woman. Basically, she's another version of Rosie Perez. And I don't want that in my comic books. Because I'm being brutally honest. That's what I think she was. America, maybe. And I'm not advocating that she should be that way, but it's like her character is more, she lives in New York, and she's an immigrant from another dimension where women live there, and it's like it's kind of difficult storyline to tell because sure, she could be a lesbian in the story and a lot of people like her character and everything, but at the same time, you know, the stories were just so bad. A lot of people couldn't really get her idea what Gabby did in that story, because it's like half of the story was just so bad it just makes you cringe when she just acts like she can't make an intelligent choice out of everything. She just basically does everything the wrong way. Like, she's not the perfect hero, and all she does is jump different dimensions every time, or different timeline, or whatever, and she gets sent there to do something. But it's just like, that whole story was pretty boring. To be honest with you, America Chavez could have done better, but it's just the problem is with these writers taking charge and everything, they're not doing a good job selling their story very well. Even if they try to put an original character there, which they tried with America Chavez, it just didn't work out as expected. And I'm not trying to, you know, attack these people. I do agree that this is something that some people don't like. I understand some people don't like what's going on, but I do agree with Yellow Flash, who is on Twitter, and I should follow him because he he seems to have a reasonable voice out of this whole situation. And I do agree, this guy gets it. This guy points out the issue. We're not going to harass people. We're not going to attack people on Twitter. They can block us. They can do whatever they want. But the thing I'm going to agree with is to attack them through our wallets. They may use their gossip to tell everyone, oh, these people are racist, these people are misogynist, but they're going to go after them through their wallets. They're not going to give them any money, because there's no point in giving them money when they're trying to accuse you of something that you've done that you have nothing to do with. You did nothing wrong. And that was the problem with these people, is that they're trying to attack people on the internet over the fact that they disagree with them. So this is pretty much what I'm going to say, because so I'm going to be nice about this, because this is something that needs to be addressed. Now, this is something that needs to be addressed right now. Now, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and bring up, because I know that most people are probably not happy to see me about. Now, people can get upset with a lot of people, and a lot of people don't like the quality of streams or whatever. A lot of people don't even care. But I'm just going to go ahead and point out this issue. For years, people have been making false accusations. That's what they're fed up with. That's what they're upset about. And thus, they should, if you don't like them doing things their way, then you need to address the issue the way you should. You don't accuse people, don't say anything bad about them, just point out the issue. So this is something that needs to be addressed. I'm just going to go ahead and continue on reading some stuff. Hopefully this will be interesting enough for people. Mark Kern. On our D&D table, we have an Asian, a gay boy, a smart blonde girl, her geeky physics boyfriend, an Indian, and myself. So yes, when people say that's old school, gamers are gatekeeping and pushing out minorities and the different, well, that's just not the reality. Some people today have said that we were shunned, not because we were geeks or gamers, but because we were socially awkward losers. Well, that's kind of what being a geek is, at least socially awkward part. But that doesn't make it less wrong or a myth. We never had enough money to own an Atari 2600. Eventually, I built my own computer for cheap Taiwanese parts and soldering iron. Don't know why people are assuming I was a rich kid with tech toys. That's another myth. Geeks were always rich, privileged. Nope. Many are poor geeks. Now that's interesting enough, Mark. Thanks. That is true. So my asshole moves to say nerds were bullied, so I deserved hate. Now how I am empathetic to the needs of the marginalized, especially since I'm a POC who grew up poor. And yeah, some people, okay, published crowd men, New York Times. What the hell do these people? Hollywood sports, politics, game journalism, 100% scandal free. Oh boy. God, I wish. I'll give Jeff. I can't really hate Jeff Goldblum. he's always I always liked him when he did the remake of The Fly and also Jurassic Park. You can't blame him. He's always been a good actor. I grew up watching him as a kid. You can't really hate a guy for wearing that shirt. You can't really hate him. I'll show you the picture of the shirt that what Jeff Goldblum looks like, because this is something hilarious that you guys should look at. You can't really hate him because that's what Jeff Goldblum. Oh boy, I love him. You gotta love the guy. He's always been an interesting character. You just can't hate him. You can't hate Jeff Goldblum. And luckily he hasn't said anything. I understand where he came from, and I'm just. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and continue on. This is funny, Starman. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. See what news. Play Expo, North Carolina Olympia Exhibition Center, Blackpool. Let's see. Super Nerd Gaming. Let's see. Let's see. Western release a new Japanese dungeon RPG Lost Child set for summer 2018. Ooh. Interesting. Damn it. I wish I could get Dragon Ball Z, but I don't have the money. I spent all the money that I can to... so... I gotta save my money next time. I shouldn't be spending a lot of money, but I spent the money on new stuff that I needed. Especially a hard drive for my PS3, because I needed to buy some stuff. And I understand that some people are upset with him. No. I understand some people are not very happy with what's going on. And I hate to say this to people about what's going on with the community as a whole. That's how I feel about it. I understand that some people, it's just, the thing is, there's people out there that like to gossip about people in either in the industry or in the community being horrible people or something like that, but we can't confirm it until there's proof. And sometimes, you know, those rumors can come out the wrong way, and those rumors can spread into some wildfire that can get worse for people. And I understand that some people are upset with what's going on right now. Yep. So let's see what we got here, because I'm trying to get some people to come in, but I don't think anybody's interested in coming in. I know that there's been some issues and some problems. So let's see what we got. Let's see. Let me. Oh, Totoro Genso Wanderer. Let's see what Reloaded. Let's look at this. Hold on. This is coming out for Nintendo Switch. So let's see. Let's see. No. Let's go ahead and look this up. Hold on. Let's look up Toho Genso Wanderer Reloaded. Let's look it up. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the video. Here it is, the premiere. Yeah, I can't play the music, so go ahead and look it up. This is what it looks like. Oh, it's so cute! Okay, I would play this game because it looks like it's not a turn-based strategy. It's a strategy game. I have to admit, this is so cute. Oh wait, in the land of Gensokoyo. This is like an RPG strategy game. Genso Wanderer Reloaded. Toho. Okay, I would buy this, and it's coming out for Nintendo Switch, eShop, and PS4. Ooh. Ooh. Because it's so adorable. I would play it. I would play it just because it's so cute. I can't really... Alright, let's go ahead and see what else comes into mind. I'm sorry, I'm more focused on video games and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me go ahead and look up something here. Comic books, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, Coffin. Yeah, because they followed me, so I'm going to be nice to them. February 9th is the anniversary of National Lady Death Day. So they're having a competition where you have to take a picture of Lady Death. So let's see. Lady Death is having a Kickstarter, but then again, you know, happy Kickstarter. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what's going on. It's 27 days and it's already maxed out. As you can see, this is what they're doing. This is what they're up to. Already there are 1,000 backers, and then they pledged it 15,000. Their goal was $15,000, but now it's like, whoa, 1,000. That's not bad for Lydia's Apocalyptic Abyss. Ooh. Whoa, memorial cards. Awesome. And this is their creative team, as you can see. Now, this is what's going on right now. As you can see, this is their Kickstarter right now. Even though he's making like new comic books, he's still making them. This is what they're doing. That's the final chapter. Yep. And already it's already been backed. It's going to take 20 it's already 27 days and it already got backed. The rewards are going fast right now. This is pretty awesome though. I got to say this is pretty awesome. So, I might donate money as soon as I get the money. Hopefully I do. Got 27 days, ladies and gentlemen. 27 days. That gives you guys time to buy to donate money so that they could print out the game. And he actually did donate it when I actually did the review, the box review of it. So, that's pretty much it. So, let's see. Let's see, what else would be interesting? Okay, I'm going to go look up something on Kickstarter. This is some random stuff. I'm going to look up something that could be interesting. We could look up a game or two or some indie game. Or some Year of the Goat. Join the director of Voltron and The Legend of Korra producing a new thrilling crime mystery series in an anime style. Let's look this up and see how it is. Oh, it already made its backing. If anybody wants to donate more money, because it's Stephen Aaron. Now let's see. This is the show I'm going to show you guys that they're doing for Kickstarter. Blossom Detective Holmes, the animated miniseries. Now, this is what they did so far with the animation. That does seem like a reasonable point. Okay. Coming out. Okay. BlossomDetectiveHomes.com. That's interesting. That's an interesting project that probably would work. Let's see here. Let's look up Steven Unn. Copy. No, I just want to know who Steven Unn is. And see what he's doing. Okay, he does have a database. Let's look at it. Oh, he did Generator X. Hold on. Oh, he did Generator X. He did We're Back. Oh, he did animate. Okay, so he did storyboard artist. He was a storyboard artist. Guardian of the Galaxy storyboard artist for episode 1 of 4. Legend of Korra storyboard artist for 4 episodes. Okay, so he did claim that but he also forgot to mention he also worked on Ben 10 Omniverse, which he did 21 episodes. Hulk. Okay, yeah, I watched that show before. He did the first episode of the storyboard artist. Generator Rex, storyboard artist. The Cleveland Show, storyboard artist. Damn, this guy does have a lot of credit for the Goody Family, 2009. Stacker Cats. Oh, man. Voltron. Spaceballs. Oh, snap! He did that show too? Man, this guy is an experienced. He's an animator. He did animation for Spaceballs, the animated series, Bufu, the animator, Slacker Cats. And he was assistant director for Cleveland Show. Okay. I'll give him a couple of bucks to do this shit. Because he does have some experience. You can tell by his work. He was a storyboard artist. I guess, you know, he Spaceballs, yeah. Definitely give him money. Yeah, even though that show didn't do so well, because I did watch that series. It wasn't like the best series ever made, but at least, you know, I will give him the money because he did definitely do one of my favorite shows that I did like, which is Spaceballs, and what else? He did do Voltron, so yeah, definitely give this guy some money. I highly recommend it. He definitely has some experience, though. Now, let's see. What else is there on Kickstarter that we need to explore? Let's see. What's recommended to me? Let's see. I roved out of search in truth and love. Huh. Okay, here's another one. Here's another one I would recommend you try out. This is an interesting story. Okay, here's one. This is the already they're 20 days away. It's a steampunk comic book. A story of deduction, seduction, death, and pistons. Okay, sorry. It's called Phonemic Case. Phonemic Case. Okay. Now, although the drawings don't look bad, I'm going to give them a chance to prove themselves worthy by endorsing it. It seems like an interesting story. Let's look at it. Phlegmatic cases. Okay. Refrigerator. Now, this is pretty interesting. Okay. This piques my interest because it's steampunk. I know some people in the community that I met, very nice people, and they kind of introduced me to the idea of the world of steampunk, and very good people. And I do consider that there is going to be an interesting an interesting story to tell about this comic book. Hopefully, this comic book will succeed. Already, their goal is about 1,000, so they need at least 300 more to go. So hopefully, they can succeed with their issue. Let's see. They're not asking for much, but it looks like they're asking for print copies. Let's see what their goals are. Okay, fees, printing, 20%. Comic book preview. Oh, that's pretty much what it looks like. They do have the story and everything set up. So let's see. Destination, $1 or more. Thank you page. Digital copy. And the standard issue. PDF. So they're only having to deal with the PDF. If you print like $14 or more, you get the print copy. All backers updates, name and your thank you page. Essentially, yeah, that's nice. $15, I could probably pay for it. That's all they're asking. So that's not a bad thing. $14 just to print a copy. Now let's see what else they have. Okay, let me look at this one. Might be a sci-fi fantasy. Okay, so they already got the money for that one. Warmly pornographic fantasy by Alex Okay, Alex Flower. Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, he was. Oh yeah, he did heavy metal. I forgot. He used to do the heavy metal comic books. Shit. No. Vertical Hearts. Vital Harps tabletop role playing. Okay, let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. Let's see what they're trying to do here. Okay, so they made about $3,000 and they got 90s left. So let's see what they have. Let's see what they have to offer. On Vital Hearts. RPG mixed in realities. This is funny. This is funny, man. I want to play the hero. Okay. Oh, that's nice. They put the song in there. Let's see what rewards they have. Startup advertising support. Okay. Retail 10,000. Okay, expansions tower. So okay, conversions and localizations, expansion dark mirrors, and expansion bewildered reality. Okay, so they can make it into an iPhone and Android. So those are the goals that they want you to pay for. So where they got 7,000, so they may put some games in there. Hopefully they will. Let's see, Destiny, Aurora, Sonic the Hedgehog, Battle Racers. Let's see what that is. I'm kind of curious about this because I hope Sega isn't trying. Oh, it's Shinobi 7. Okay, let's see what this board game is about. Use special powers to take lead. The question is this endorsed by Sega? That's the question. And many more. Exclusive rewards. This is something that Chris Chan would buy. This is something Chris Chan would definitely buy. He would definitely donate to this because he's a Sonic fan. A hardcore Sonic fan that's willing to beat the crap out of anything. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the rewards that they're going to give us. A token bag. Blaze. 80,000 for plastic rings. And stickers. And a metal stamp. Shadow. And if you get it right now, $1,000 for Shadow. But I don't know about the company itself. Is this endorsed by Sega? That's the question, because Sega hasn't really... Okay, this project is UE friendly. Why is it that you're saying it's UE friendly? Okay. Lazy Square Games. Shinobi would like to thank the kind folks at Lazy for their expertise and support to creating this game. Okay, so is this endorsed by Sega? That's the question. Because if you're making a game that is basically based on Sonic characters, you realize this is kind of... If this is not endorsed by Sega, which I hope it is, because they would take down this thing in 10 seconds or more, because it looks like this is kind of it is an interesting game, don't get me wrong, but is this endorsed by Sega? That's the question. I should ask these guys. I should probably send them a message, because I don't know, could be interesting. Tales of the Paranormal Steampunk. Demigod, the kick-ass graphic novel. John Carter of Mars RPG. Okay, let's look at this one. Neptune Radio. It's already been paid for. Did you miss me? I was full of something. I miss that guy. Okay, this is Fallout. This is like someone trying to borrow Fallout 4, because you can tell by the voice, the guy that did the Fallout 3 radio. Oh man, it's been a while. Let's see, what else is there? Games. Let's see what games are in. Let's see. Crossing in Q. Let's see what this is about. It's already got. See what the gameplay looks like. Oh, it's a puzzle game. Okay. Okay, it's a player versus player. Okay. Does seem like a interesting Crossy and Q coming out for okay, so it's also for yeah. Does seem like a reasonable point. It's a puzzle game. Does seem like a reasonable guy. And there's a soundtrack. There's some. Okay, so their goals are stretch goals. Having funded the first place, absolute dream. Having everyone involved. Nevertheless, we got more big ideas we gotta love. Okay, so the Grandmaster mode. Hardcore score base mode. Inspired by cult classic Tetris and Grandmaster. Wow. Characters. AI versus stylish cast of characters. Online leaderboards. Locked at goals. Locked at goals. Okay, so it does seem like a really interesting game. Let's look at this one. Alright, let's see. Let's see. View all popular ones. Viceroy. Time to Darkness expansion. No. Let's see. Hex chest dice. Box pebble dice. Oh, that's interesting. Woodworm presents Adventures Arsenal. Some. Let's see. Exer Embers of Forsaken Star. Is it Mission Powers? Nope, that's a card game. U-Boat, the board game. Let's see. Let's see. Revolutionary Mouse. No. No, don't. Cthulhu Tactics. Tongue Cthulhu Tactics action RPG video game. Maybe. Fitness RPG role-playing game. Alright. Oh yeah, I heard about this one. Basically, you can design your own game just as easily using their tools. Oh yeah, they went to PAX. They went to PAX back in January. I went down there before. Yeah, and then saves it. It cost them a lot of money just to make a DeLorean. Yep, and they're Florida. Yeah. Universal Studios. Go figure. Alright. Let's see here. Cryptic. Let's see. Midgard. Audio collection. There's something here. Let's see. Argon. Fast-paced, non-linear strategy card game employs unique bidding based on resources. Okay, so this is an art. This is a... Like, some of the art looks familiar. You can see. Seen this art story before. This is pretty interesting, though. But I will not endorse it. Let's see, what else do they have? It's always John Carpenter. Let's see. Story, Trinity, Kanato. Jesus Christ, man. Pixies versus Gremlins. British versus Pirates, Volume 2. Isles of Terror. Valhalla, the card game. 60 dice. Dice Odyssey, the strategy meets RPG adventure. Let's see. Wasteland Alice. Red Queen's deck, custom playing cards. No. Look, a pocket station with retro games on your keychain. We can look at that one and see what that looks like. Are you a retro fan? It looks... Okay. Okay, this looks... Okay, that's what it does. Okay. It looks 3D printed, to be honest with you. I gotta say that it could have been interesting. An interesting gadget, I would say, but I'm not so sure about it because it looks cool, but I just don't like the 3D crap. It looks like it's 3D printed, to be honest with you. It looks cool. I would say yes, buy it, or if you want to donate money to it, it's up to you. I can't really say I would donate money to this because I don't know. This seems kind of my girlfriend's. Let's see. Would I recommend? Let's see, tech and design. Let's look at something that'd be interesting. Let's see, view all. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. Most portable... Oh shit. They will never. This is fake. This is fake. I think that's already available. That's already been made. It's already been made. You put your cock into it. And already people are buying this. This is funny. I can't believe people would buy. I can't believe these people would buy this. Two backers paid $150 for this thing. The 20-pack. Save $80 off of the future MSSR carpool 20-pack, including with rewards. Oh, this is funny. This is the carpool. You get 4. Oh boy. Let's see. What else is there? Oh boy. Fix your neck pain. Okay, Gravity Chopsticks 2.8. Limitate your eating experience. Let's look at what this thing does, because I'm kind of curious what this is. This is like $1,000 goal. Okay. Okay. He does make a reasonable idea about chopsticks. Okay, he does seem to make a reasonable point about chopsticks being unsanitary to eat stuff on when you put them on the ground. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Let's see, what else can we see? Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm continuing on with this show. Nope, nobody watching. I'm just getting... Oh, I'm getting some messages, but no response. Alright, let's see here. It's like... Let's see. 5 hours of non-stop recording. Wearable mini camera. Oh, that's interesting. Let me look that up. Well, I'm just looking down. Vortex shadow leather bag. Make your razor blades last 6 times longer with razor pit. Nope. Nope. Would do the kaiju monster, but no. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and look this up, look at the technology on this one, see what they're doing with this. That's not bad. That's actually pretty interesting technology right there. But I'm not so sure about the quality and everything, because Copley could be... It does have some interesting expandable up to 120 gigabytes of memory. Would I buy this? Yeah, maybe if I had the money. If I had money, I would buy it, but I don't have any money, so screw it. Alright, let's see here. Game of creativity. What is this? Pens made to last forever. Oh, refillable, huh? Breadboard power supply. Adjustable. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? What would be interesting to look at? What would be the interesting thing to see? Magnetic monolights, non-contact driven brake. Huh. Orange juice plushies. Are they freaking serious? Dream print. Elaborate fountain pens with Japanese art. Okay, McKee 2.0 graded titanium multi-2 key. Noise canceling, Bluetooth. Do-it-yourself cardboard musical keyboard. That's cool. Might buy it, but no. Oh boy, this is a lot of boring shit to look at. Sector. So, okay, let's look at this one and see what this is about. Let's see what this is all about here. Sectors, Warriors, of some. Okay, so they're trying to bring out a toy franchise. That's interesting. But they don't really have anything to show for it. Okay, after 10 months of reveals of Sectar's Kickstarter, finally here, thanks to an unbelievable opportunity given by us, by the series creators of Zika Toys, bringing Sectars back to the world of action figures instead of sticking to a large scale. Dargon, General Spiderax, Mantor, Zack. Okay, this is pretty interesting. Okay, I would probably. This is in Kentucky, so they're trying to bring back action figure toys. Okay. This is interesting. Let's see what Zika Toys did with. You see, how many Kickstarters have they done? New People Adventures. New People Adventures. Unsuccessfully funded. Unsuccessfully funded. Unsuccessfully funded. But this one successfully funded. Okay, they really need to. Oh shit! Really, Captain Action? Oh, so they're trying to bring back Captain Action, Comic Action Heroes, Adventure People. Captain Action, yeah. These are old. These are like, for those who don't know, Captain Action was like one of those like little old comic book. Also, I believe they did a small show for it, but it didn't hit very well. But it's kind of interesting. Oh shit, they got Buck Rogers. I miss that old show. It used to be $6 Million Man. Oh man, they really are. Sorry. That would be a cool thing, but it said that they. It would be cool to see them do that. But you never know. Anyways, let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to the stream here. Yeah, we're here. It's just very slow. What's up, Echo? I'm sorry if I'm not saying much. I'm just like looking up stuff that'd be interesting, especially what's going on. Yeah, I'm just doing some things. Sorry if I'm not saying much. Ah, a few weeks off work. That's nice. I'm just looking up some stuff. I'm just looking up some stuff that's going on. Like, a lot of people are talking about, like, the star... the star, man. That's a hilarious thing. When Elon Musk tried to launch a launch a robot and a car up into space, and a lot of people are like watching the live stream of it, like it's like a non-stop thing. People are referring to him because, heck, a lot of people are even making comparing it to the heavy metal movie because of that scene where a guy was like, when they first introduced him to the thing, it was sort of like that. I gotta give Elon Musk credit for this, because this is like the most funniest thing ever to see. The first attempt to see something like this to go up into space. A car and a robot into space. And a lot of people are talking about this, wondering if this is fake or this is real. And I'm just laughing at it. Well, I know people can't stand him, but the funny thing is he actually attempted something ridiculously funny. Which I have to admit, it was ridiculous. Like, last time it was the flamethrowers. Now it's now he just sent a car into space. And it's like, a lot of people are just laughing at it. Like, is he serious? And yeah, he was very serious about it. Oh boy, I'm just messing around on the live stream. If you want to come in, I'll let you in. I got a Google Hangout if you have an account. Well, a lot of people hoped it would blow up. If you want to come in, if you got a Google account, you can come in. Besides, I'm just laughing at this stuff. Yeah. Alright. I'm just messing around. I'm not really worried about anyone coming in. I know that not many people will come into this stream. I did ask people to come in, but they don't seem interested. I'm just bullshitting. It's just a random bullshit stream, so it's not like it's a big deal. This is just me offering people a chance to, bullshit and talk, Not a big deal. It's just a live stream about bullshitting and talking about some random shit. Like, I don't really care if people are gonna come in, be assholes to me, because they always do, but it doesn't matter. Let me see, where is this at? Point Road. Okay, I could go down there. Boston Harbor. Okay, I'll go visit down there. Because I know most people don't like what I gotta say. Idolmaster. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh, that's so cute. Let's see here. Let me see what's interesting to look up here. I don't know what to go by, but diminish experience of nerds being bullied. Okay, so it looks like they're still going at it with Mark Kern over his comments. Like, this is gonna become one of those days where all hell breaks loose. Aliens start fighting each other over bullshit, and then of course, you know, there's gonna be a fight near let's see here. Let's see, the average nerd took more than a general school population. That's oblivious to on its face. Was their rejection? Sure, in the step with prevailing attitudes of the time, but again, we welcome more than others by far. let's see here. All right. Let's look at this weird video that someone made. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is going to be probably the most ridiculous one I'm just going to laugh at, because I know that this is not something I would do, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what this video is about. Gaming needs feminism. I'm not going to be mean. I'm just going to keep an open mind on what these people are trying to do. So they're going to advertise something. Let me go ahead and skip the ad here. Okay. It does seem reasonable, but at the same time, you know, some game companies would say no. I'm pointing this out because this is something that has to do with business, and this has something to do with the fact that businesses can't afford to pay what they can pay for. Even though they make lots and lots of money, they're not so sure if they could handle it, because you have to understand, like the movie industry, it's a risky business because they get investors to put money into a movie, and they get back half that money. Now, the biggest problem is they have to pay writers, makeup artists, all this other stuff, special effects. Same with, they have to do it with programmers too. They have to program. They have to pay the programmers, the animators, the writers, the directors, and all the above, and the sound engineers, and the musicians, the composers in video games in order to create a game. And you have to understand that in the gaming industry, it is a very difficult business to deal with, because like the movie industry, they have to pay your salary, even though, yeah, the maternity leave thing is okay, but the biggest issue is that I would agree that they would need maternity leave, but the problem is that they would have to have states to regulate this for paid maternity leave, because the problem is that a business would probably have a hard time paying that, because it's a lot of money to spend just to send them money for hours not working. And it's like, that's the bigger issue with businesses, is that they're going to say no to this idea. I understand that some people would agree with this, but that's the harsh reality of capitalism there. Now, the issue that some people had to bring up about paid maternity leave, and I'm just being brutally honest here, is that's kind of, yeah, I kind of like the idea, but of March, but they missed a few days. Okay, and this is something that a lot of people need to understand, that it may happen, but at the same time, it's just going to cause a bigger problem, because yes, you can have paid maternity leave, but some companies will probably wouldn't afford it, or they probably would, because there's like the small businesses that probably can't afford paid maternity leave, and also, but then again, you know, bigger businesses could afford it. But I understand that women want to feel safe, but I gotta point out something here, and I hate to tell them the truth, and I hate to mansplain it to them, but I gotta tell them the honest truth. The truth is, not everything is safe. Not everything is going to be safe, especially if you're flying a plane. If you want to feel safe, you have to make yourself feel safe. You have to understand, either protect yourself, and that's the truth. I hate to tell you that, but that's the truth. You want to feel safe, you want to be safe, you got to protect yourself. That's the truth. You got to be aware of everything. If you really are that scared, if you're really that scared of working at a job full of men or something like that, then protect yourself. I'm not going to say that you should dress slutty. I'm not saying all that stuff. I'm just going to be nice about this. I'm saying, if you really are that scared, protect yourself. I understand that some people are upset with the issues of harassment and such, but look, I've seen a lot of people from both sides harassing each other. On the Gamergate controversy. And to be honest with you, it wasn't pretty. I seen people harass each other, harass themselves, claim they had been harassed, said that they were harassed, but it turns out they were full of shit. Some people were like blaming each other, pointing fingers at each other. It was pretty much a drama war over and over between two sides, women and the people who you call Gamergate. It was pretty much women wanted to elevate themselves into being famous, while these people over here are the scum of the earth and people hate them, but they had some things to say. But the problem was there were trolls, and trolls were pretty much messing with other people, claiming that they're Gamergate, and people were just pointing fingers at Gamergate because of these trolls. Now, I looked at both sides of the issue. Some of them had reasonable points. Some of them didn't. Some of them just kept harassing people. Mainly from both sides of the issue, they seemed to be crazy. And I kind of, agreed with Gamergate at the same time, But the problem is, it became a shit show. A lot of people were upset about it. And I understood. But they had reasonable points. But the problem was those reasonable points were twisted and discombobulated by people who like to spread rumors and spread gossip, false gossip against those people. And the issue that I have with that is that using them as a stepping stone to further to elevate this issue isn't going to help the situation. It only helps the fact that it's based on a lie. And I'm not saying that what Gamergate did was wrong. I'm not saying that the women there are going to get hurt. I'm saying that this was a really bad issue that should have never happened, but unfortunately it did. I don't know per se, because a lot of people talk about maternity leave being a problem because certain states and businesses do have it if they allow it, but the problem is they can't put the money into it because it's been a big topic of a discussion for a while. Because both Republicans and Democrats have never bothered to deal with the issue of maternity leave before. Because the problem is small businesses can't provide that type of money to help female workers take care of their business, especially if they're going to have a child or something like that. Now, the thing is that it's already been established, but only for certain businesses can do it if they have the money to afford to help these women. The problem is, but the thing is, the funny fact is that there are female business owners that don't do maternity leave, and this is a fact. This is a fact. If they would establish maternity leave, if a female business owner actually, because I have not seen a female business owner announce this, especially Oprah. I have not ever seen any female business owner do it. Unless they do, they need to prove that they have maternity leave in their business, because Oprah is like the richest woman ever, and she has her own TV network, and no one realizes that Oprah, of all people, the question is, does she have maternity leave in her company? And that's the question I like to ask you. Do you think she owns that business and allows maternity leave in that business? And they're trying to advocate for video games to do the same. It's like, that's not easy, because I know that most people don't like the idea of capitalism per se, but that's how businesses survive. Even if you don't like, if you want equality and all that stuff, sometimes the business has a hard time, you know, maintaining that, and they expect the government to pay for it. But the problem is the government can't pay for everything. They have to balance the budget and everything, and this is kind of the weird thing about the U.S. government. That's what goes on in the U.S. government, and I'm sorry that I hate to say that, but that's the truth. If they want, maternity leave, that's fine, but they need to set the example bar too. They should write to their local female CEOs who own businesses and tell them, do you have maternity leave? And advocate to those businesses of women who claim to have, you know, who give a shit about maternity leave, which they don't, because they pay them exclusively if they give a shit. But here's the thing. If you want maternity leave, which is fine, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Let me see. Let me look up some women in the business who want paid maternity leave. Amy Pascal. Well, let me look up Amy Pascal for example. She's an American business executive and film producer. The question is, does she have maternity leave for all female employees? That's the question. I'm asking you this because we don't know. Is the movie industry, the question is, because I'm looking at this, because Amy Pascal is an American business executive and a film producer. Now she worked for Sony Pictures for a while until she got into a scandal with that whole email scandal. Now think about it for a moment. She made movies like Spider-Man Homecoming and the girl in, let's see, right now she's producing Venom. And she also did the movie flop of Ghostbusters. Now, she also did The Post. She also produced The Post. Now, think about it for a moment. The question is, does she have that? That's the question I'm asking you. Hello? Hey, Max. How's it going? Hey, what you been up to, man? I heard you're doing okay, man. It's just it's a random bullshit stream. Yeah. Nah, it didn't go off air yet. It's still going, even though it's shit. I'm being honest with you, man. I'm being honest. At least I'm being honest with you, man. It is shit. Yeah, it's still going. It's still going. It's just, yeah. Oh, did you see the Starman thing? Yeah. No, it's the it's that, like, a lot of people are talking about how Elon Musk managed to send a car into space with a robot in it. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was funny because everyone's like referencing Heavy Metal, no joke, and everyone's like the movie Heavy Metal, the movie where that scene where that guy was in a spacesuit just driving a car, just landing on a planet. Like they were literally making that reference. Yeah, you probably can't. I got. It's a. I, I have a feeling that's gonna break in entry of Mars, because if they're gonna send a roadster and a robot in a car, it's gonna break down. Yeah. Actually, they would probably use a parachute or something. Because I can imagine them doing re-entry with the car going like, and then hearing that song, "Ryder, wake up, wake up," and then it crash lands. Because that gravity is gonna probably kill it. Yeah, to be crashing into the into Mars surface. Yeah, I gotta give Elon Musk credit, because he definitely was serious, and he was very serious when he said that he was gonna do it. I know. Yeah, and then he said that he was gonna give out flamethrowers, and then he really did. He sort of did, but it wasn't like an actual flamethrower. It was just like one of those little toys. Yep. Technically, it was like a mini flamethrower. Yeah, It's called the Random BS show or stream. I haven't really. I haven't been really active, because I was just kind of like, yeah, I wasn't really motivated to do those streams. I did videos. That was it. Just editing videos and shit. Yeah, yeah, and Johnny P. But then again, Johnny P's too busy. We probably went. He probably went to sleep. Yeah, he. I'll be honest with you. Johnny P was is the awkward kid. Kind of feel bad for him, but he kind of pissed off a lot of people. I heard that the situation with Bitcoin was ridiculous, because it crashed it so many. Yeah, and Disney was fucking Disney was low. I felt bad for Disney. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird though, because a lot of companies were kind of like losing money. I don't know why. I don't know why they do. Let's see. Yeah, they did. Let's see the U.S. stock market. So it's okay. So let's see. This was 23 hours ago. The Dow bounces more than 300 points Friday, but still the worst week in 2 years. What the fuck? Okay, rallied. Okay, weird. The Dow Jones. Okay, so it it did. It actually crashed it. Let me see. Not just once, but several times. Yeah. And people were talking about that whole scandal with cryptocurrency, and right now, I know Nvidia is trying to let's just say Nvidia is trying to separate. They're trying to do the whole separation between crypto and gaming, and right now they're trying to make. I know, and a lot of people are pissed off with with Nvidia. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. I agree, man. I agree with that point. Yeah, they're fucked. And right now everyone's talking about that new Nintendo NT thing. That's super. No, it's like it's like an NT. Like a lot of retro gamers were talking about it. It's like a new system. It's sort of it plays like the NES games, but in HD, and it could actually emulate them. And it's what. True. But this actually does emulate, but it can actually emulate the system by you can put the cartridge in and it'll play it. Yeah, it's called Analog Super NT. Yeah, and the guy who made it, he actually bought like he basically bought all the games to test out and tried to he researched it all. Like this guy actually literally just took all the games, including FX chip games, and he put it on the system, and he made sure that they worked on the system, including he even imports, Japanese imports, everything. He tested everything. And if you had a problem with it, you can even update it, the firmware, just to... Yeah. Yeah, he got around it. Yeah. It... And he managed to pull it off with both the NES and Famicom systems. He made sure that they worked. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because a lot of retro were backing this up. Like they got like a free system out of it. Like they were given a review of it, and people played it, and they actually played the system and tested out all the games that were in it, and they found out that some games worked with it, some games actually were perfectly playing well on that system in HD. Like Gamester 80, I think it was 81, talked about it. Metal Rock Jesus talked about it. A lot of them talked about that system. Like it uses an FPGA chip. That's what it does. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's why the guy makes sure if anything doesn't work, you can update the firmware into it. I know. And I remembered a guy tried to I remember that guy that tried to do a hybrid system, trying to emulate the system to play, like not just Sega CD games, but also Sega Saturn, also Sega Dreamcast. Like he wanted that system to be like, yeah, like right now there's a project going around that if I remembered, it was like years back, some group was making like the Sega, like, let me see if I can find it, the Sega Spartan. This, it was called the Sega Spartan, the Sega Spartan, the Spartan Council. That's what they called it. Like a lot of people were talking about the Spartan Council. Oh, that's from the RetroPie. That's what they're trying to. Yeah, it's a RetroPie system. Um, I wish they did, but I know that this Yeah, I'll show you what they're doing. I'll give you the link to the Spartan Council. Now I got a Twitter. Yeah, I don't want anyone stalking. I don't want anyone stalking me and shit. He knows who I am. He was. Yes, I'm the most evil supervillain ever on the internet. Yeah, let me see if I can find the. Well, here it is. The Spartan. The Spartan Council. The Spartan Council. Yes, that's right. The Spartans. Yeah, yeah. This is the link to the. This is what these guys are trying to sell the council to Sega. That's what they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I can show you. I can show you the RetroPie version of the Sega. RetroPie. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I can tell you about the RetroPie Dreamcast thing. It's like a lot of people can make like, because I remember a guy showing me, there was a video that some guy made where he demonstrated the RetroPie Dreamcast, and it can play the games, but it can't play like N64. Yep. Yeah, just like they did with PlayStation 3. Yeah, I know retro because like the RetroPie. I know they made a RetroPie Dreamcast. Well, like yeah, yeah, it did. Yeah. Oh, really? Hmm. Oh, that's good. What is he up to now? Trying to reverse engineer sir. Oh, really? NBA 2K. Ah, man. Or my also is he planning to do like let's see. NFL. Let me see. What was it called? NFL Hits. Yeah, NFL Blitz. Yeah. Yeah, because they're hard to emulate the servers. It'd be a oh. Yeah. Like Phantasy Star Online. Yeah. Yeah, but it would he would probably. Yeah, because that's hard to maintain. Even I remember people try to build their own private servers for that thing. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Dreamcast Talk, and they make their own little private server just to. Yeah. Dream. Okay, thanks. I'll look it up because I'm kind of curious about it. Oh, really? I know. I seen it at conventions before, man. There's people that are like making like dance game, like the rhythm games. Nothing but rhythm games, but there's also Snops games as well. Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing they can make out of the whole console. But the fact that they want to experiment with that system is a really good thing because it shows that it shows a lot of dedication to those people who actually love the system and want to make games for it. It's like I wonder if anyone would consider making a freaking like save memory thing for the Dreamcast, but the problem is flash memory is going to be a bitch to emulate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kilobytes. That's true. Because back is like you wish you can have expandable memory. Hell, even the I remember there's like, for example, PlayStation 2. A guy I remember the Chinese managed to develop a 128 megabytes card. Note. I know, but you would love, but people would buy those things because they were that crazy and stupid. But they would use them for games like I forgot what was it. Man, it was one of those online games. It was the. I know it was like some of them was for FIFA, NFL, you name it, that for online play. Like they would use that shit for like anything that goes online, especially. Let me see if I can remember. It was. I know that the. Yeah, especially Japanese imports, because they wouldn't allow anyone to have a fucking like hard drive in the system. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah. They you can convert it into also a VCD player. Yeah. Especially reading imports, you had to get that little cartridge thing. Action Replay Pro. Mm-hmm. Action Replay for Sega. Action Replay. I used to remember they used to have Action Replay for Sega. Yeah, I used to remember using one. Yeah, just to play imports, on the PS1. Because they had that little, because originally Action Replay had that little back thing, that little serial port thing where you can just stick that thing in behind and just put the codes in. But I used it just to switch out discs so I could flop out the disc and just, there we go, I got it. Played an import. That's what I used it for, just to play imported games. Casually, I casually collect certain things. Like I had to friggin' fix my PS3 last week because the hard drive was busted, and I managed to buy a couple of imports just to play them. Well, there's one. I would recommend this game, but you'll probably be like just turn your stomach when I mention this. Let me look it up. I have it in my library of games. Oh, hold on. It's called Enchanted Arms. Enchanted Arms. It's the cheesiest RPG ever made, and it's done by it's the cheesiest RPG that you'll ever laugh at. That just it is, but it's funny as hell when you play it. It's like, but it was made by Ubisoft. It was licensed by Ubisoft. Yeah. It's like the worst game ever made on Xbox, but it was so ridiculous. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Holy shit! And 8, including oh shit! Oh yeah, I remember the map pack. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got the collector's edition. Dude, you win. Man, you... Holy shit. The collector's editions from different covers. Holy shit, man. I remember. You got three. You got all three different covers, including import in Japanese. Yeah, I remember Halo 3. 2. 4. Holy shit, man. Oh, man. Holy shit, man. That's a... Yeah, I can understand, man. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I believe that you you probably have a lot of them, man. You probably have the statue. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. The Halo collection. Shit, man, you got a lot of it. Don't worry, I'm not showing this live, man. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, you still have them. You still have them. What the hell? Unscratchable. Unscratchable. I'm surprised, man. You still had those. What the hell? Holy hell, man. Holy hell. Man, you really are you keeping them for historical purposes, man. I swear to God. Shit. I Oh yeah, the map pack for part 2. Your microphone. Hold on, man. Let me fix this. This is. Hold on. I'll be back. It's just I gotta. Shit, man. Oh man. Oh man. Hold on. Hold on. I'll get it back in. Hold on. Shit. My connection. Yeah, my connection just kept fucking up. I couldn't hear you. Yeah, it was like the audio. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yep. Dude, you got You got the collection, man. What? Let's see. Let's see if I can find it, because I do have some Xbox games. Damn, dude. Oh, really? Holy shit. I remember playing that on PS. Yeah. I know. It is. Yeah, you want to know what a rare game that's hard to find, that is so expensive that people would pay lots of money on? Dot hack sign series. Yeah. That is the rarest fucking game that you could find, that is hard to find. I remember the guy bought that game right in front of me, and I was just like, I want that game, but where I'm at, there's a store called Pink Gorilla. No joke. They sell this shit at, yeah. They sell, like, I managed to buy like the PS1 version of World of Warcraft 2. Dark, I think it came with the expansions and everything. Dark Shore. Let's see if I have it. Let me see what games I have. I'm gonna look them up. Let's see. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can play certain, but there's a compatibility list I could show you. That's cool. Yeah, because I remember there was a list of games that could play on the Xbox. Xbox games that could play on Xbox One, Xbox 360. Like the original, let's see, there's a list of them. Like I remember people making a long list. Blowout. Black. I need to get that game. I never played it. Baldur's Gate. Yeah. Yeah, I remember Baldur's... What? I beat that game several times. Yeah. Yes, I did. Yeah, it is. It is a pain in the ass, but once you get the hang of it, you could beat that game like it was the back of your hand. Yeah. 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 It was easy for me because I remember back then it was like you could just easily just like if you got the balls to pull it off, you can pull it off anyways. That's why it made me challenge it so many times just to beat that game. I don't remember how hard it was, but after playing it, it was just like, this is easy. Yeah, that actually challenges you. Same with Halo playing it on Legendary. I know, but when they did the new version that they try to do for Xbox One, they even though they up I yeah the Master Chief updated version, I it just didn't feel like the same like it used to on the Xbox. Yeah, I could. That's true. That's true. Um, s- I'm sorry, Echo. What's up? Somebody's in the chat. Yeah, somebody's in the chat. No, he's like. Let me see what this. Let me look. Okay, so they got a He-Man Defenders of the Universe video game. Defenders of Grayskull, the video game. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. And they have that on Xbox, and I'm like looking at the compatibility list, like it's in there. iNinja. Let's see, what else do they have? Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects, Magic the Gathering, Battleground. Oh, that was actually okay. Um, Sometimes, because I know that they're. Yeah. That's true. But there there is there is a company that is doing physical copies of indie games. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. I actually got one of their the copies that I bought for the PS4 version of the anniversary edition of oh man, Night Trap. That was the one. Yeah. Yeah, and they remastered it pretty well. You could play like you could play all the old like the versions from the 90s through. It was just like like the PC version, the Sega version, the 3DO version. I know, it was kind of funny just playing that, and I was just like, okay, so there's only two buttons. One to switch, one to. I was like, okay, got it. Ping! I know, it was. Yeah, because it was just like it was one of those little. It was like a movie game that you just couldn't help but watch it and just watch these people like either get captured or just move around the whole room. Yeah, capture that woman, that attractive woman right there. Yes, go, do it. I know, and I was like watching this scene where the kid was like, he got his neck, like they had to censor that part out. I was just like, oh, that's what they censored out of that game. Okay, yeah. It's like, oh, this game is so violent. I was like, yeah, but that was back then. You know, those were the times when people, like, I know, I know. I can imagine them trying to bring back Marky Mark video game. What? I know they were always so paranoid back in those days. Like they thought that this thing would blow over, but it didn't. They oh. I used to remember. Yeah, I know. But I used to remember back then. Those PTAs, like they try to educate kids that these things are not real. These are just make believe. Some things that are graphical can be scary, but yes, they try to teach you the difference between reality versus fantasy, and sometimes people are not aware of that. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like they try to tell this in a cartoon show, like we're actual professionals. Don't try this at home, please, kids. Like they don't get that message. Like Super Dave or Evil Knievel. Like Evil Knievel, he was a professional stuntman. Don't try this at home, kids, please. Blade 2, okay, Bionicle, Battlestar Galactica, Battle Engine, okay. Yep, yeah, original Xbox games playable on the Xbox 360. Yeah, no, and that official list seems interesting. You'd be surprised. Oh shit, they got. Oh yeah, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, Sith Lords, old. Me too. I wish I could play. I wish I could play Star Wars Jedi Academy. That I heard that game was fun. Yeah, the only game that I played was Star Wars Republic Commando. I played the shit out of that, especially on higher difficulty. I just remember just marching. Uh, I think it was Star Wars. Yeah, Force Unleashed, but it was actually it was a Star Killer. Yep. I know that was actually one of the things. And then I used to remember 13. 13 was the shit too, because it was like one of those first person shooters that you just it just blows your mind when you see the comic book element of it, just looking at it. Let's see what else they have. Yeah. Let me see what else they have in here. Let's see. Playboy Mansion. The Mansion. That's the cheesiest game ever. Outlaw Golf. I remember. I played the first one. Then I tried the second one, but I don't think I made it that far with that game. I didn't bother. I wasn't able to. I was trying my best. Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah. Yeah. Difficult. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Yeah, because I remember playing that game. It was fun. It's just, but then again, I didn't like part three. Because part three was kind of like, yeah, because I kind of liked the noir feel to it. Because, but that one didn't have noir in it. It just basically had him just, yeah, yeah. It it just felt like it lost touch with the actual audience that actually played the Max Payne series, and it was like you 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 couldn't feel it from part three, but part two and part one were the two that you just loved, because especially when he does like the dream sequences where he it was like one of those. It was like one of the most interesting games ever made, and it's a shame that Max Payne 3, they basically just went like, okay, we're going to Brazil, we're gonna have a party, we're gonna go. It's like, are you kidding me? I know though. I know a lot. Never. Yeah. It was one of those games you just can't let go, but unfortunately it happened. A lot of people talked about Manhunt. A lot of people talked about let's see what else. Lego Star Wars. Yep. Let's see. Let's see. Kill Switch was another one, but I remember that was. Yeah. Jet Set Radio Future, Jet Empire. That was another good game. House of the Dead 3. Yeah. That's another good one. Yeah. Let's see here. I got let's see, Second Sight, but it's not in its box. Everyone used to talk about that game. I used to remember G4 used to talk about Second Sight. They were, yeah, no, like G4 was like advertising all these video games. They're like, I highly recommend this game, and it's a piece of shit. Then you find out it's a piece of shit. Yeah, yeah, and I wonder if any of them are gonna probably market games ever again. I know that what's her name is no longer at G4. Everyone kept leaving it because, let's face it, they got bought up by Esquire magazine. Yeah, I know, the bald guy. He kept. I kind of feel bad for him. Oh, let me see. Let me look him up because I know he no longer works for G4. He used to do the. Yeah. There's two that I would. He was from Canada. One's from Canada, but there's another one you know from X Play. Okay, let's see here. The guy from X Play is none other than, because I want to forget him after what he pulled. Let's see. Let's see. G4 hosted. Let's see who was hosting that show. Jesus Christ. Oh man, I keep forgetting these people. Ugh. Hosted by. Come on, give me the host name. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because they altered the names. Yeah, the final days. Electronics Playground. Victor Luke host by Victor Lucas. That's another guy who does the recommends. I know he does the recommends. Victor Lucas and. Let's see. Let's see. X-Play. X-Play was hosted by Adam Sessler. Go figure. I hated having to remember his voice. I hated to say that. I wish he could come back, but on good terms, so he could just host the show again. But after hearing what happened to him, especially his speech impediment problem when he does that thing, a lot of people suspected he was using drugs or something. Yeah, good or bad. Let's see, EP Daily, that's what it was called. Electronic Playground, that's what it was called. I used to remember, and Victor Lucas, I'm surprised he's still doing that show. Yeah, but he's doing it on live stream. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like they're trying to get people to, like, I know Vic Lucas was always a really good character. I liked him, but a lot of people don't like him for some reason. Like, he's from Canada, hosting a show in Canada, working for EB Games. Oh shit, you better go, man. Get some sleep. Yeah. Yeah, you take care of that, man. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in. I might just end the show as it is. Yeah. Yeah, cuz we it's kind of interesting just talking about some shit, like especially emulators and all this other stuff. Like this is called the random BS stream. So yeah, it became the nerd stream after that. Yeah, I was like showing like I didn't know that. Hmm. Uh, that is interesting. Hmm. I, you too, man. If I ever decide to make another stream, I'll invite you in. Take care, man. Well, good night, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed another random BS stream. I know it's boring, but then again, it wasn't that bad. Thank you so much for coming. Good night.